Oh, good evening, good evening. How is everybody tonight? Welcome. I'm fit to be tied, but hopeful because it seems to be my vertical garden is growing things, but it's not growing anything I want. So I took the broken ones out that were dead. They all died, whatever they were. I think they were spinach. So I planted new spinach and I watered it in like you should. This time is different though. This time is going to be different because I did not plant it and replant it. This time I put the seeds into the garden. I'm a little disheartened, Nana. I went out there and I fooped it yesterday and I said, maybe it's the foop. Maybe the foop did it, and it wasn't the foop. It's because everything else is fine. Everything else got foop. They're not dead. So it's just the spinach. And I believe it's because I took it out of the little mini cups and put it into not the mini cups. And I know that gardening is going to be a patience lesson learning minute. But it's really hard to go out there and look at all these dead plants. They're only babies. So it's even worse. So, and my beans got some sort of black bug on it. I just keep squishing. And I need to go get some isopropyl the stuff you mixes with the dish liquid. And it's going to save my red kidney bean plants if I get there in time to get it. Maybe you're putting them out too soon. What do you mean? Like, should I have let them grow longer in the cup? I'm assuming I should not transplant them at all, because every time I do transplant anything, not everything, but mostly everything, it dies on me. And I don't have a green thumb right now. It's a little black and blue because I bit my thumb at it. You're putting them out too soon. How long were they from seed? Now, here's the thing. Not very long. Maybe a week? Not even a week. They popped up out of the thing less than a week. Some of them were a couple of days. As soon as they popped up, I was like, oh, and they were like 2 or 3 days, and they all popped up. So they were like 3 days popped up all together, all of them. And then I was like, they're growing up over the cup. I'm putting them in thing. They've been out there a freaking week. It's like an angry cry. I'm not even crying. I'm just angry. But I can't be angry. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I just breathe and I pulled out the little strings that they became. They became just like a piece of twine you pulls out your underwear, you know, like a hitch. If you got a hitch on a piece of, yeah, and you pulls it out and it's shriveled up just like that, like a rolled up little piece of cotton bandy or whatever it is. If you pull it out of your clothes, and I'm like, but there was root in it. When I pulled it, I heard the root snap, and I'm like, well, fuck yeah. I kind of did. I said, fuck yeah, to the spinach that died. Sorry. It is a shame. Not long enough to establish a good root ball. Oh, mother pearls. Gardening is not as easy as I thought it would be. And when something dies on me, it's like heartbreaking a little bit. I'm not gonna give up. I got seeds put out there. I said this time I'm not transplanting it. And I went like that. And I stuck the seeds down in. I put the seeds down in. Fuck it. I'll try it again. This time I'll put the seeds into the vertical garden, and I'm not fucking with transplanting them. They can pop up and fucking grow into the vertical garden. And if they can't, I'm gonna try a different breed of spinach. Or just go buy a bag of it and freeze it. It's pretty cheap to buy. It is pretty cheap to buy. I'm just saying, the spinach is the cheapest of all of it to buy. So let's pray and hope that the lettuce pulls through. Because I really like lettuce, and that shit's not it's more expensive than the spinach. Hey, I think I got you all covered. Hey. For seeds, I have seeds. But I think it's a shame if everything dies in the vertical garden. Because I want it to work. So I'm going to have to, figure it out. And it could be the soil. The soil could be shit. So I'll have to try different soil. Or, I don't know. Well, it'd be okay. Just keep trying. Thanks. Hey, hi, howdy. Hey, hi. Hey. Thanks for being here, guys. I was a little disheartened, so I said I'd come on for a minute and tell you about it. I have better news, though. MJ told me that those pot plants that are in the solo cups would start to flower, and you'll get a little nugget out of each one if I didn't transplant them. So I transplanted them now before it's too late. So technically, in here, I rose the light too because it was making me a little fucking nervous. Everything was dying. I said, if I burns up these pot plants now, my first fucking set, I'll be some mad. So I lifted the light. I'm pretty good at knots. Didn't I all tell you that? I'm really good at knots. So I'm going to hopefully grow some babes. These are gorgeous. Look at that. It's got a little leaves and baby leaves coming up inside. Ooh. Yup. This one over here has got 6 leaves, look. Oh. So there's good news in the whole scene. Just because one plant dies don't mean the other's not gonna die. Hey, stock. I had a bit of an issue and I lost a few of the vertical garden out there. Well, you can't see because of the sun. Yeah, but the vertical garden, I had to plant more spinach seeds today because they sucked holes and died on me. So, the isopropyl that I needs to get and mix with water and dish liquid, I got the Dawn because that's what I like to use. But I need to go get the isopropyl thing and kill the bugs that are eating my kidney beans plant. I planted 2 Romano beans this morning or this afternoon because tomorrow I'm eating Romano bean salad for my supper. Romano bean salad. It's going to be delicious. I'm growing these cool tomatoes. Oh, that's cool. No one has heard of them because we nabbed them from Disney. Oh, I remember you telling me about them. Hey, and I seen you one on the Garden State Gardener. You got more tomatoes coming. I love tomatoes. I really love tomatoes. Not with alcohol. It's isopropyl. It's isopropic. I don't know. It's only a drop, and it's a mixture of a gallon of water, a drop of Dutch liquid, and a drop of that. And you mix it up, and then you spray it on the plants. It kills them. The squash told me it kills plants. Who's the squash? Okay, well, I trust and believe in the recipe that I have. If it kills them, no, it's not hydrogen peroxide. I would know. It's in my book. Hold on. Hold on, people. Where is my book? Ooh. That's scary. Can't lose the book. Lots of knowledge in this book. Yeah, now I'll tell you. Here we go. Dish liquid. 3/4 of a tablespoon. So very little. And 3/4 of a tablespoon of isopropyl alcohol. And a 1/2 quart of water. And that will, and no lights. So it got to be in the evening. I got to do it in the evening time. Once I does that, they should not come back. And I'll keep doing that for like a week. And the little bastards will die. Every last one of them. Hot squash. Okay. Squirrel showing off the yum yum. Where? What do you mean? Oh no, that's not the yum yum. That is not the yum yum, honey. Unless you're a baby and I'm your mama. No. We're all copacetic here. No yum yums. I had my yum yums, and it was salmon, and I took jalapenos. I sliced them into rings. I took a jalapeno and cut them into chunks like a ring, and I doused them with a bit of that whole wheat flour that I had, and then I fried them and made them crispy, and when I ate them, they were so sweet. That's okay. No, it's okay. Well, like I said, we live and learn. We do live and learn. So I had a nice supper, and I went out to check on the girls. And they freaking half died on me. So I was pretty rotted. And when I come in here, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to not sit and do this. I'm going to come on and talk about it till I feel a little bit better. And I do now. So I'm going to make sure that this is happening. I got my girls growing in the bedroom with the light. The light is rose up a little higher because I was getting a little nervous about how close it was in the pots. Because in the cups, they weren't so close. but in the pots they rose up another 5 inches. So it's like, oh yes, I'm gonna plant as much as possible, and if I can, I'm gonna put myself in that room. I'm gonna have one wall is gonna be like a trellis, and another wall is gonna be just like pot lined off. I'm gonna have like pot plants every 2 feet. There'll be a pot plant, pot plant, pot plant. So I'd have like 4 pot plants on one wall. And then on the other wall, I'll have trellis with tomatoes, my beans, and my peas. That's my goal for next year. That's my goal for next year. So I feels really good about that, and I'm excited about getting up and checking them all tomorrow. So yeah, I'm glad I came. I spent a few minutes here, guys. I do appreciate you. When you're all not sure of yourself, don't doubt yourself. Find a way to stay in a positive mindset, because you'll put yourself. I was ready to haul down them. I was ready to haul them off the wall out there, and you knows what I'm talking about. The chummies that we're talking about. I was ready to take them off the wall, and I was like, no, I'm not keeping them off. And I was like, you know what? If I just stopped, the rest of it's growing just fine. I'm doubting myself. And I stopped myself from pulling them off the wall, so I came here. You grow a pot plant, right? I will fill the room, and one will fill the room. Ooh, I hope so. If one fills a room, that's like weed for a year. Ha! I'm just looking to fill my joint or my bowl. But MJ said if that root hits, because the roots are growing fast, they're good beans. So the root's growing fast, and if it hits the bottom, it's going to start to flower, he said. And then you're fucked, because you're only getting one joint out of each plant. And I'm like, well, that don't work that way. And he said, watch it. It will. So I cut the hole out of the bottom of the cups, and I cut it up the side, and I went, pop, shake, because one of it was a little stuck into the water, to the wetness of the moisture of the cup. But I did all right. Take it in your stride. Yes, Nana. Listen, like I said, I'm not going to stay in those doubtful moments. I'm going to come somewhere here or anywhere and just get out of it, because, like, all it takes is a few minutes of your time and you're not thinking about it. Right? Night Train had videos. Yeah. That's right. Night Train did have videos. Yep. Some plants can grow that big. It's depending on your strain and your oil or your soil. It all depends on the variables. So I want to thank you all for being here and talking me off the vertical garden ledge. I was like ready to haul it all down, getting crooked as sin here, stewing, and I said, fuck this. I'm going live and telling everybody what everything happened. And this all happened an hour ago. I was like, I'm not having this, I said. And I went, so thanks for being here. You're putting up with a whole lot of squirrely squirrels. I do appreciate you. I'm just going to smoke a little bit of a doobie. With you before I go. And just to let y'all know, Squirrels is not taking her garden down. She's planted more spinach. And come hell or high water, she's going to get a productive bit of spinach out of it. It might cost me $1,000 for a bowl of spinach by the end, but I'm telling you, it's going to be delicious. I remember one lady, she posted on the thing, She's like, this tomato costs $972. And I fucking laughed because she bought like an entire garden. As where I bought mine at the dollar store. Yo. Just saying. You can have $5, but if you spend it into one place, who's the fool? I don't know. Spinach or bust. Well, it's a point now where it's pretty cheap in the stores, like $2.99 as comparison to the $11.99 lettuce. I will never pay $11.99 for a lettuce. Or what is it? 4 heads or 5 heads in a package. It's still $3 a head. Not doing it. I will starve first. And I'm a hungry girl, but I won't starve first. I'll pick grass before I fucking pays $11.99 for a head of lettuce. In saying that, I'm after spending probably $36 in total on my garden. That's the 15 bags of dollar store soil, or 16, 2 for $1. That's a big bag of soil at Sobeys, $5. And something else. Oh yeah, the tote thingies. The vertical gardens were $12, so like $38, which is plenty to spend if you were doing something like that. I don't want to spend much more than that. I don't know about you. So we're going to slow down on the vertical garden. If the vertical garden is no good, we're going to just use pots like I have out there. That's working good. My totes are a little underdeveloped because there's only one strawberry plant out of one tote with 6 in it. So 1 out of 6 strawberry plants has shown green. I'm doing okay with that. I got some green vegetation in the peppers. No actual peppers, no sign of flowers, just it's shooting up green. Both are probably a little stunted because they're not in enough soil. Like they're not in deep enough soil. So tomorrow, my plan is, because I'm a crazy bitch, I'm going to take them out of the not so deep soil and put them, hey, I'm going to put them in, shoot, I forgot. How you doing, Verm? I'm going to put them in the pot bags that I have with soil and rocks at the bottom. And then I'm going to let them grow deep into that. Because you need some soil depth for those, I think. For peppers, you need a bit of depth. So I'm going to put them in a pot. I'm going to take them out of the thin tote. And I'm going to, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to figure it out. Because I dug them up once. I don't want to dig them up a second time. Maybe I should just cover them completely and let them grow up out of it. Although there's green there, it's not going to work. I want the green at the top. So what I'll do is I'll scoop it up and I'll find a root and I'll put it right into the pot. And it'll be the one pepper plant in the big pot. And that's a good idea. Right? I was doing really shitty, Verma. My spinach died. And I was all boo-hooing, pissing and moaning in my own swallows. And I said, no, I'm not staying here like this. I'm going to talk about it and get it off my chest. And so is where I am right now. Just getting it off my chest. So I planted more spinach. I repotted the girls. Did I tell you that? I think I did. I took them out of the mini solo cups. I think I showed you earlier, didn't I? After that, and I hung up from you, I went out to check on the outside. The outside had half died. I did repot the auto flowers. So now there's technically 8 plants in 2 bags. 4 seeds and 4 seedlings. When the seedlings gets a little bigger and the seeds pops, I'm going to take the seeds out and give them their own bag and let the 4 there go. And I rose up the light, which you'll be happy to hear. That light was a little too high for the lifted up pots. The pots are now this big, as where the solo cups were this big, so the light was here. I was like, no. So I lifted it up like 6 inches, so it's like this much now. You'll be happy at the position of the light, where it is now. As I am. Just as happy as I am with the position of the light. Yes, it's decent in there now if he wants to have a quick look. As I get up. That's my old painting, see? I just did that there last couple months. Oh, boys, oh boys, these are going to be some big ones. Check it out. That's not bad, right? You said 18 inches, eh? That's a fucking good estimate. That's a good estimate. It's a good estimate. And the girls are loving it. These, I got them too close. I got them here on the edge and here on the edge. And the seedlings are in the middle. Seedlings are in the middle. Seedlings are in the middle. So when they do pop up, I can grab them. No problem. Not bad, what? And you knows me. Bitch with the nuts. Not the nuts tonight. So it is a major improvement in the growing game. It's funny. So it is what it is. I got them planted. So that's 4 beans and 4 seedlings. And I'm pretty proud of and not transplanting ever my mint. My mint is like blessed because it's going to stay in these little bastard cups till they're fucking busting out of it. Honest. I'm serious. I'm not killing this mint. This mint is going to stay there and thrive. It's going to stay right where it is. It's going to thrive. Can you all say that with me? Say, squirrel's mint is going to thrive. I'm willing those little bitches. I'm telling you. So that is pretty much my evening. I'm gonna come back to my table here, my drawing board. I have another pot to get ready. I was gonna fucking fill with soil, but I said nope. I'm gonna put them in the one pot. Lazy bitch. Lazy bitch didn't want to fucking go out in the heat and sift soil today. No, I was like, I'm gonna stay cool today. Vern was like, what are you doing? I'm like, chilling. Just staying chill. Trying to stay cold. So, what are you gonna grab them when they come up? Why, do you want me to leave them in there? Can they share that pot? I think it would overtake my 2 bigger, or the 4 bigger ones will overtake the 4 littler ones. But that's a big pot, if we're remembering, because that's like a Sobeys bag. So it's almost like a 20-gallon pot if you fill it. So it's pretty much got like 10 gallons of soil in there now. So that's 5 gallons each. I'm not pushing it. I don't want them to live on 2 gallons each. That'll be shitty. I want some to grow. And knowing MJ, he gave me the stinkiest, dankest autos he had. So, and they're gonna grow, and they're gonna be like, whew, what's the smell here? It's not patchouli, bitch. It's marijuana. What's up? We gotta wait. No sticky, sticky, picky, picky. No sticky, sticky, picky, picky. You can't pick no buds off till it's ready. Nah, I'm not like that. I'm a real patient kind of girl. Just wait. You'll see, it'll be lovely. I'm gonna go, boys, because like you freaking made my evening. You got me here glowing again. And if the sun didn't do it, you guys did. So thanks very much. Give it 8 full weeks. Oh, 8 full weeks. Yeah, MJ wants me to leave the lights on it longer too. So that means like I gotta get up and freaking turn them off. I gotta get up and turn them off. He said if I bought a timer, they're only $5, it shuts it off automatically. I'm like, how do a light shut off automatically? That doesn't work. I doubt the light shutting off automatically because you had to flick the switch. So how's the light timer gonna flick that switch? It's not gonna do it right. I don't know. A timer is awesome. Okay. That's what MJ said. Get yourself a timer. You don't have a timer? And I looked at him like, fuck, man. I'm here pulling string out my ass to get this fucking light up. No, I don't have a timer. No. Use a timer at the plug. It will work. Okay. Neat. So, like, get a timer that's plug related. All right. I could do that. That'd be decent. Huh. All right, so I gotta look for a timer. See, another $5. Well worth it, because I'll be paying for, like, draws. I pays that for a draw, don't I? So, why would I even think about it? I'm not even thinking about it. Get a timer at Crappy Tire, pretty cheap. Back to Canadian Tire. Nice. All right, that works for me. And I bought 2 of them chummies, and I got 1 saved now because I can get a different light. And I'm keeping this one so I can hang up another light. I'm not returning the second hook. Get one with a ground. Okay. Gotcha. Or Home Hardware. Rona. Yep. I'm a big fan of Canadian Tire until I seen the amount of ratchet straps, and none of them were anything remotely comparable to what I needed. And I was like, that's a lot of ratchet straps. I'm not hauling lumber here, people. This isn't a fucking bricklaying type of job. This is like a pull the light up kind of job. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, you've never heard of a C screw? They're like hooks, but you screw into the wall ceiling. And he's like, nope, never heard of them. And I'm like, and I looked, and I'm like, we're here. It's like, we're here. Please. Do you recommend one? I wouldn't know, he said. And I'm like, okay, thanks. So I think I will get a 24-hour timer with ground plug. Let me write that down, because I like writing stuff down. And that way I don't forget it, right? You know? Like I got chocolate bounce tampons, it's all wrote down, Thyme, basil, rosemary, mint, all of what I need, all of what I planted. Okay, so it's a 24-hour timer. 24-hour timer. Hour timer. With rounded flow. Rounded flow. Flow. Sorry, boss. Thanks. Decent. All right. So that's pretty cheap, and I can get one of them. And I got to get a little fan because he said, the girls are going to be sitting in the stale air. And I'm like, what do you mean? You can't have them sitting there. He said, little tiny fan, just something to move the air around. Don't have to be a big one. So I'm thinking thrift shop. Thrift stop. The thrift shop should have like a cheap fan that I could just wash it out and go for it. $5. I don't have to spend $25 on a fan or get one of them $45 ones. No, 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 Shirley. Give them wind and it makes them strong. That's what MJ said, I think. To them apples. Yep. So I'm gonna give them some wind and it gives them some strength. Moving and a grooving, shaking and a moving. Oh, we're gonna sing this weekend. I want us to get a move on this weekend. I never stood up last weekend much, but this weekend I will. I'm gonna interchange the weekends. I'm gonna get up and spend as much time up as possible this weekend again, like I did the weekend before, not this weekend past. And that's my goal. Then you can set it to 16, 18, 6, or 24. Yeah. All right. So I want to do it 18.6. 18.6 is my jam. 18.6 works for me. Now, that's what I'm setting it at. That's my goal. I don't want it on any longer than that. And I hope to fuck that's not fucking affecting my power bill. Because if it is, it's not staying there. I'm not keeping it. Now, like, holy shit, Shirley, you got something going here. uh, that's why I veg my photo periods. Okay, is that a good thing? So what happens when I turns it off then? It sleeps. It sleeps. Now, when I want it to turn into buds, I'll change the life cycle to what? What do it go to after that? Or do it just flower on its own? Yes, that's a good light schedule. Okay, so do I leave it on 18.6 till it's done? Or do I change it? Because these are autos. Nice. All right, set it and forget it. Oh, I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited now. And I'm still getting up in the morning and turning it on myself. And I'm turning it on off before bed. So it is what it is. If they're getting too much sleep, they'll tell me. I happen to like a good rest. It does the body and mind good to get a good night's sleep. I goes to bed early because I gets up butt fuck early like dawn. And I'm staying in bed till I got to, and then I gets up when the sun comes up, and I goes out and I checks on the plants, and usually they're all happy and go lucky. This evening they were like, "What the fuck? What the fuck?" So, not my problem anymore because they're dead and gone. I have already warned them. If your plants get too much rest, they start bugging and stunting. Bugging, stunted budding. Oh, gotcha. Alright. Well, I don't want them to bud yet. That's what I mean. I'm going to give them some light tonight then. Because there's leaves coming on one of them. There's 6 leaves now, and they're only a day old. I like that. Not just that they won't grow to their full potential. I'd set it and forget it at 18.6. Okay. Alright. Dude. Done. Set it and forget it. Done. But I'll water it and love it. I'll visit it every day, and I'll make sure it's got ear and love and attention. Just like me. Buzz, you really truly made my day. Thank you. I was having a bit of an issue, and it caused me great issues internally, because I thought that I failed. And when you got that in your face like jam, here it is. It's hard to get jam off when you're full of fucking dirt, because you're just getting dirt into the jam. So now I got it all fixed out there now, and I got new seeds planted. I got new hope in my heart. It's like, psh. And that's what it is. And that's Glitter Bomb. And I'm going to end it on that, boys, because you really do make my day. I do appreciate you. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the attention and the time. It truly does miracles. It works miracles, like the sun and the evening wind on my spinach. Let's hope that seed pops now tonight. It's a little early, but you never know. It'll just be all the more exciting next week. Thanks for being here. Thanks for making my day. And yeah, thanks for showing up again. Appreciate y'all.